Good Sunday morning, February 16th, 2025. Ken Arzon here, Vista, California, looking at Henry Aaron's career, stellar career. One of the most interesting stats about Henry Aaron's career, 23 years, is the total bases. 6,856 career. That is number one all time. If you're a baseball player and you're playing season by season and you're racking up the stats for the season, runs scored, hits, doubles, triples, homers, RBIs, batting average. How does one player stand out among 15,000 that have played since 1871? 15,000 major league players have come and gone through the major leagues. Why is it that one player would stand out among all the rest in a category like total bases? That player must be unique. Henry Aaron is that player. That's why I am looking at his seasons, 1954 through 1976. How did he do that? How did he become number one in total bases in his career? Number one all time. And how much distance does he have between number one player and number two? Let's look it up. Career total bases leaders. Okay, you go to Baseball Reference, it listed. Listen to this. Henry Aaron is number one. Who's number two? Albert Pujols, 6,211. You look at Albert Pujols, he's a big guy, right? What he did was have a durable career. That's how he just kept playing year after year after year and racking up the numbers. But what is the distance between Aaron's total bases and Pujols? Aaron has 6,856. Pujols, 6,211. That's a difference of 645 bases. So, in order for Pujols to catch Aaron, let's say he gets toward the end of his career, he's getting 200, maybe 250 total bases. It would take him another 3 years to catch Aaron. That's how much distance he had. Number three on the list was Stan Musial, and he had a long career, right? And in order for him to catch Aaron, it would have taken another 4 years. And then Willie Mays is number four, 6,080. Musial had 6,134. So Mays played a long time, right? 22 years. But for him to catch Aaron would have been 5 more years at 200 total bases. I think that's one of the most incredible stats for Henry Aaron is the total bases career. All right, let's see. This video, I want to look at the 1964 season of Henry Aaron. That's where I'm at. I'm covering a video for each season. I started 1954. This one is 1964, the 11th season. How did Aaron do? 145 games. So he missed about 17. 570 at bats, but he gets 103 runs scored. I'm counting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. His 10th season in a row, 100 runs scored. That is consistency. 10 in a row. 187 hits. Good. He had 201 the year before. But 187 in 145 games. He plays 17 more games. Let's say he played the whole season that year. He would have over 200 hits. He was on that pace. 30 doubles, two triples. This is a bothering stat right here. 24 homers. What? What happened? He played 145 games, so there's no excuse. The year before, he had 44 homers. This year, 24. That's a drop-off of 20. What happened? 95 RBIs, doesn't break 100. 22 stolen bases, 62 walks. But I like the batting average, 328. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. His 9th season out of 11, 300 or better. And I like 328. I've said this before. I would have liked Henry Aaron's career batting average to be over 330, just like Stan Musial did it. Stan Musial was 331 career. For Aaron to end up 305 career, that was his career batting average. That disappointed me. I like the homers. I like the runs scored. I like the total bases. I like the RBIs for Aaron. But the 305 sticks out to me. Aaron should have been 330 career batting average. And he's capable of doing it. He had a 355. He's had 328 twice. He's had 323. So he's capable of being over 328, even in the 330s. He's capable. But he didn't maintain it. That's why players like Cobb, Ruth, Hornsby, Gehrig really impressed me. Why? Because they had long careers, but they maintained a high batting average. Cobb, 366. 24 years, 11,000 at bats, 366. He didn't come down to like 310. He could have, as his career waned down, he could have not been as productive as he was in the beginning as far as hits. But he didn't do that. He maintained it. I wrote a book on Ty Cobb. In the book, I took game 1 and I went through game 3034 and listed every single game and what his batting average was for every game he played. Started off 240. Then he inched his way up as the years went on. And I did from game 1 to 3034. That's how many games he played. I listed every single game and what his average was after every game he played. 240 to begin with. And then he gradually went up 250, 270, got over 300. I think in his second or third season, he was averaging 300 for his career. And then around season 4 or 5, he inched it up 310, 320. As I went through the years, at one point, I think it was around year 15, his career average was 372. And that's the highest he got. And then it went 371, then it got to 370, and then he got up to 370, 71, 372. It kept going. I kept game after game after game. And then when we got over to the 3,000 game mark, he was at 369, 368. And then toward the last game, he ended up 366 after 3,034 games. Incredible. Well, with Aaron, I like this season, 1964, 328. If he had maintained that for the rest of his career and maybe even pushed it up a little bit higher, Aaron could have been a 330, 333 career batting average guy. Instead, he had a hard time maintaining it and went down to 305. 393 on base, 514 slugging, 293 total bases. That breaks a string. He had 9 seasons in a row, 300 total bases. He gets 293. So 1964, I like the batting average. I like the hits. He had 187. I was disappointed with the homers. He only had 24 homers, 1964. How does that happen? He's a 40 home run guy. All right, that's 1964 season. We're going to keep looking. Let's evaluate Henry Aaron's career. When I'm done looking at all the seasons, I want to rank them. Is he number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the top 10? What number? So far, I've got him number 5. Can he push it up to number 4 and number 3? If we look at all his box scores, that's how you determine it. You got to delve in. You got to look deep. What did Henry Aaron accomplish? Now, we know he's number 1 in runs scored. No, not runs scored, but RBIs. What I meant was RBI. He's number 1 RBIs, 2,297. Runs scored, he's top 5. Home runs, number 2. Barry Bonds beat him. Base hits, he's in the top 5, 3,771. But at total bases, he's number 1, 6,856. The only flaw, there's another one too, maybe 2 or 3 flaws in Henry Aaron's career. The one that really sticks out, 305 career batting average. Now you say if you can have a batting average after 12,000 at bats over 300, would you take it? Yes, I would take 12,000 at bats over 300. But in Henry Aaron's case, he was such a good player. He should have been in the 330s career. I mentioned Cobb did the 366. Did you know that Ruth, 342 career. Gehrig, 340 career. Williams, 344 career. Musial, 331 career. Fox, 325 career. Hornsby, 358 career. Speaker, 345 career. That is greatness. Batting average reveals your greatness. Now, was Henry Aaron great? Yes. But that one area, 305, him and Willie Mays should have had higher career batting averages, my opinion. I respect the guys. I like their play. But if you're going to rank them in the top 10, you have to consider that career batting average. Why did he end up 305? And why did Aaron 305, and why did Mays 302 career? And you know, another guy, Mickey Mantle, 298 career. These guys are stellar players. You know what I think it is? I think all 3 guys, Aaron, Mays, and Mantle, they like the home runs. And as a result, look at their totals. Aaron, 755. Mays, 660. Mantle, 536, right? They like the home runs. So when they were at the plate, you got to ask the question, how many times were they thinking home runs? I'm going to swing for the fence. You know what? I think a lot of times they were swinging for the fence, and it affected their career batting average. Now, Ruth swung for the fence, but he maintained 342 career, 8,300 at bats for Ruth. He didn't get over the 10,000 at bats like Mays and Aaron did. Cobb wasn't going for the home runs. He was going for the hits. Hornsby had 300 career homers. 358 for Hornsby. How about that? Get 2,900 hits. I know all these stats because I've covered all these guys. All right, 1964, interesting season for Aaron. 328, I like that. I like his average being up there. I don't want these 260s, 270 averages, do you? I like 300 plus, but not just breaking 300. I like when you get up into the 330s, 340, 350. All right, that is 1964. Next video, 1965 season for Hammering Hank Aaron. I'm out.